This video is an introduction to factoring trinomials with a leading coefficient of 1. We're going to review how we multiplied binomials using algebra tiles. So we set up the corner of a rectangle where the x plus 2 and the x plus 1 are the two dimensions, the base and the height of the rectangle. And then we multiply x times x to give you x squared. And inside, the area of that rectangle that was formed is the product of the two binomials. So the product, or the area, is x squared plus 3x plus 2. And we could also use algebra tiles to factor a trinomial. So the trinomial represents the area, and the two binomials represent the dimensions, the base and the height, right? So here we have an example of a trinomial, which will be the area of the rectangle formed. We can put these together so that it's a rectangle. And we can look for our dimensions, our base and our height. So the height is x plus 1 and the base is x plus 4. So we have factored the trinomial with algebra tiles. And so algebra tiles are great. They give us an understanding of how things work with the polynomials. But we also had a strategy called the box strategy, which was helpful to multiplying binomials. And it's similar to the lattice with whole numbers. And when we find the product, we're just going to combine the like terms. Our final answer will be x squared plus 9x plus 20. And so what we want to do is we want to be able to factor a trinomial using a box strategy as well. But before we do that, let's look at the structure of the trinomial and how it compares to the cells in your box. The x squared, notice, will be found in the first term of your trinomial is in the top left spot of your box. The constant term, or the third term, is in the bottom right cell of your box. And the 5x and the 4x, they combine together, they add together to equal the middle term. And the 5 and the 4, the coefficients, multiply together to equal the 20. So we want to kind of remember that setup. We'll use this structure to help us factor the same trinomial. So here's the trinomial. Remember, the x squared goes in the top left, the 20 goes in the bottom right. And then what we want to do is multiply 20 times x squared to give us 20x squared. And we want to think about what are the factors of 20x squared. And we're going to stop at the 5x and the 4x because those are the two that also add together to equal the middle term of the trinomial. So the 5x and the 4x go right there in any order. And now what we do is we kind of reverse multiply to figure out what to put on the sides of the box. I've factored out of the top row an x, and x times x is x squared. X times what is 5x? X times 5. 5 times what is 20? 5 times 4. And so then what we do is we just write this in factored form as x plus 4 times x plus 5. So the box strategy is actually really helpful for factoring trinomials. We'll get more practice with this now. Let's set up our box. Remember, 18x squared, I need to list the factors of that. I'm circling the 6x and the 3x because they also add together to equal the 9x. And now what can I factor out of the top row is an x. And x times x is x squared. X times 6 is 6x. 6 times 3 is 18. And I can write my two factors of the trinomial as my answer to this problem. All right, let's try another one, but this one will have a negative sign in our middle term. The x squared goes there, the 4 goes down. And when we look for the factors of 4x squared, these will not work because we also want the two factors to add together to equal the negative 5x. So we start realizing both have to be negative. And here is the group which will add to equal negative 5x. And then we just factor out an x, and we complete the rest of the box. And we write our trinomial in factored form this way. Okay, we'll try another example, x squared plus 3x minus 10. And this time, when I figure out my factors, I know one number has to be negative and one has to be positive. So we're going to use the signs strategically. And we identify the group that also adds together to equal 3x. And I just complete the outside of the box to figure out the factors of the trinomial. We'll try another example, this time with two negative signs for the middle and the last term. So you know where x squared and negative 8 go. And we want one negative and one positive number. And which set of factors also equals negative 7x when you combine them together? So we'll put those along the diagonal. We'll factor out an x out of the first row. We can factor out an x out of the first column. X times what is negative 8x? Negative 8 times 1 is negative 8. And we have factored the trinomial using the box strategy.